doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
11B.
Bortles. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Trips left. Green 80.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
One.
2nd down, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is it.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
Let's go, let's go. So right. 11.
On 1st down, Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. Give him 14 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Lucy. 59, Mike. 59. Lucy. 72.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go, let's go. 372. Tight end right. You. Throw left. Move.
Shotgun now for Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. To Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Mariota hands to Henry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey. 4 down. I'll go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
4 down. Check. 11. Lucy. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. We have hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this
You're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And bulldozing his way through. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mariota now on second down. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part. Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Bortles. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kamale Correa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Taken at about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, now Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fournette on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
372.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And a busy night for Henry continues.
Whoosh.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And Walker with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mariota now. Going underneath for Lewis. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Shotgun now for Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run it again with Henry. Fighting ahead at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The pitch to Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Lucy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.